Headed in for that first day on the clock. Y'all wish me luck. We about to deliver them pizzas.
Whiplash's biggest OP. This brother is immune to uppercuts. But honest question though, how does he fold blankets?
What? Did you kidnap some poor lady's urination to penetration your own imagination? We need a clarification for the situation. Stop the celebration. I'm going crazy. I'm in a confusion. This is crazy. You need a mental health evaluation. The speculation of this generation is that I think they are crazy.
What do you have to say to the trans students on this campus who feel actively victimized by your presence here?
Life's tough. Get a helmet, man. I'm too pregnant for this. I can't be your mommy, okay? I'm too pregnant. I can't be your mommy. Next up.
As a non-binary person, what do you have to tell me about my identity? Because I know for a fact I'm not confused.
Okay, next question. Great statement. That's a statement. That's a statement. Okay, you know your identity. You're not confused. Congratulations, sweetheart. Thank you very much for your statement.
That room definitely smells like cat piss. And speaking of cats, have a look at this.
My name is Meow Like a Cat, but I am a dog. And I'm 27. I'm from the USA. And I'm a Twitch live streamer.
Your name is Meow?
Yes.
What was the whole thing with the dog thing?
Meow like a cat, but I am a dog.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you live your life as a cat?
As a dog. Were you not following? Meow like a cat, but I am a dog.
Okay. So you live your life as a dog?
Yes.
Can you show your teeth? Okay. And is that those like...
Genetic. It's a dog thing.
It's not genetic, but was it put in by a dentist or...
So it's like a dog thing. I'm a dog girl, so they help me like tear meat and stuff.
My name is Rich, but I'm actually poor. You know, when people talk about mental health, this is the perfect example of what comes to mind. Give her dog food and put on flea treatment. But honest question, if she got injured or sick, would she go to the veterinarian or the hospital?
My problem is that I'm too hot.
I am starting a new job on Monday, and it's a teaching job, so the kids are going to call me either Mr. or Mrs. Jamie. It depends on what I want, but I, as a non-binary being, I don't know what to pick. I feel like Mrs. would be easier for the kids, but Mr. makes me feel better, but I also kind of want to try mix, but I don't know if the kids can do that. I don't. And then what do they do when they ask me if I'm a boy or a girl? I'm not. I don't know. It's young kids. My class is going to be 4-year-olds.
And this is the person that is educating and raising your children. If you're this mentally unstable, I'm sorry. You should not be a damn teacher. This must be an ad for homeschooling your kids.
So I got served today at the pharmacy. And I'm not saying men can't look like this, because please go off, kings. But like, I'm not doing damage to masculinity. I think y'all are when you serve me, when you call me a man, right? Like, I'm not a man.
What the fuck?
A 27-year-old transgender woman. I am a wolf.
Would you be able to give us an example of this wolf communication?
No, I'm not comfortable doing so.
Okay. You have kids that are going to school and they're saying, I'm a cat. And the teachers have to affirm them as a cat.
Yes. So now we are seeing kids that are identifying as animals going to school, and they are purring instead of answering questions, and they meow. And the teachers are not allowed to question it because it's considered a queer identity.
Make the kids eat pet food and see how long it takes them to switch back.
Welcome. Introduce yourself. Go ahead.
My name's Alex Stein. I'm considered one of the sexiest men in conservative politics. And one thing I want to say, a lot of people are going to hear my testimony and you're going to say you're anti-LGBTQ. I want to say that's impossible because I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. So obviously I have a lot of gay pride. But, you know, a lot of conservatives like yourself, you want to outlaw transgenders in women's sports. I disagree. I like transgenders in women's sports because you can gamble on them and win money. You know, I won so much money on Leah Thomas's propeller in that pool. I almost turned draft kings, into draft queens. And, you know, I actually like transgenders in the military, too, because, first of all, transgenders are some of the meanest people on planet Earth, so they'd make a good soldier, don't you think? And then, you know, second of all, transgenders love to do mass shootings. So, you know, that's perfect for a military veteran. And then on top of that, the suicide rate is incredibly high among transgender people, so we could just use them like the Taliban has bombers. Maybe you guys can actually, you know, if you commit help us in the battlefield. So that would be good. So I think we need transgenders in the military and women's sports. Now, when we come to the bathroom bill, though, this is an asymmetrical problem because, first of all, no dude cares if, like, a bisexual woman comes in there and tries to use, like, a pee funnel. You know, if some lady boy comes in there, some, you know, stud comes in there, wants to pee in the urinal, no guy's going to be threatened by, you know, a trans woman. But we don't want these gargoyles in a dress, you know, some chick with a dick coming in there and trying to pee or poop next to my girlfriend because that's disgusting. And, well, I was going to say something. Listen, I have my First Amendment right. Let me just speak. So, we're sick of these transgenders trying to invade women's personal spaces. These people have autogynephilia, they're sexual perverts, and they actually get satisfaction from going there and looking under a stall. So these are mentally ill people that are on hormones, that are on all kinds of pills, they're impulsive, and they do not belong in a women's restroom. So if some of you lesbians want to come in and pee next to me, you're more than welcome. So we just don't let the chicks with dicks in the women's room, and you guys are all welcome in the men's room. I think that works. So.
You guys notice how the woman's bathroom is where they draw the line. Notice how the woman's bathroom part is where they start yelling and screaming. And that right there should tell you everything you need to know. Now, question to all the transgender people. Now, if genitals don't define gender, then how does removing them affirm it?
Embarrassed the mentally ill. You fucking bitch.
Is your wife still over there? Yeah.
Bye-bye. Have a fun trip.
Oh my gosh. That's not very ladylike of you, sir. And of course, they all look like that.
So, when did you decide to be a Nazi? What is wrong with you? You know, Elon Musk is like Hitler, right?
They are trying to ban transgender people from bearing arms. Did you hear me? They are trying to take away our constitutional right.
What? Can you repeat that one for me? Your constitutional right to do what? I never thought in my life I would ever see liberals defending the Second Amendment. All we had to do was switch it around on them. We could say trans people can't fight crime, and within a day, there'll be a bunch of trans Batmans on the streets of Gotham being like, justice for my pronouns.
To be honest, I'm not a fan of giving weapons of mass destruction, heavy artillery, and guns to the mentally ill.
Fucking got last night. I got Sonic. And as a girl from Texas who used to get Sonic drinks every single day and they're so amazing, but then moved to LA and there's not a single Sonic.
We do not care.
Who do you guys think is a bigger threat, Trump Girl or Mom Donnie?
Probably Trump Girl.
Yeah, why?
Because she stands for all that Trump stuff.
What's all that?
All that yucky, scary, yucky, racist Trump stuff.
Okay, and what do you like about this dude?
You know, he stands for the opposite, at least based on what I've heard.
He definitely does. One stands for capitalism, free markets, less government, and the other one stands for socialism, more government.
Down, yeah, for sure.
So you like socialism?
Yeah.
All right. Where has socialism worked?
You know, I just put together what's going on.
What's going on?
No, I got it.
Who's making a video? Where has socialism worked well?
Honestly, I don't know enough to be able to answer that question, but
What about Venezuela? How are they doing?
I can't say that I've read much about Venezuela recently. Yeah.
Cuba?
Who do you think is more for gay people?
His supporters or Trump supporters?
Definitely the Mondani supporters.
He came out in support of LGBT people, but his supporters tried to cancel him for that. Did you know that?
Certainly not me, and I'm one of him. I'm all for Mondani.
What's your favorite policy of his?
You know, I don't know enough.
But you're a supporter and you don't know his policies?
I'm like just a sort of a general go-getter.
What if he just supported getting rid of all gay people and you didn't know that?
Well, that'd be crazy, but I would probably hear about that one. But I appreciate you guys.
Would you support him then? No, I would. He is a Muslim. You guys just keep saying that.
Libs in a nutshell. Strong opinions backed by absolutely nothing. They hate Trump because they were told to hate him. They have absolutely no clue what the heck is going on.
Just a daily reminder that Donald Trump, he's still your president. Send this to your liberal friends to ruin their day. I know.
We've been elected to lead, not to blame the other side, not to stoke hate and division and anger and fear. This was a horrific murder that we saw play out. We each have a responsibility to bring this state and this country together, not to continue to divide.
Democrats continuously create a permission structure for violence. This is important. I also want you to think about this. How many times have you seen Democrats calling for unity with Trump? Really think about that. How often or how many times have you seen Democrats calling for unity with Trump? Now, I also want you to ask yourself, how many times have they tried to completely destroy him? Now you see a lot of Democrats calling for unity after someone that had their beliefs murdered one of the most influential people on the right in cold blood. It's hypocritical. It seems they want unity when their side has done something wrong. Listen to this, and this is important because, again, when I was talking about the permission structure for violence that Democrats have created and continue to maintain, listen to this. This isn't random. Charlie Kirk's assassination and the celebration of it fits into a historical playbook that has repeated over and over again. When you understand the mechanics, it becomes obvious where America's heading if this isn't confronted. Step 1, define the opponent as evil. Every time Democrats call conservatives fascist, Nazis, or threats to democracy, they aren't just debating. They're branding conservatives as illegitimate outside the boundaries of normal political competition. Here are some historical echoes, right? In the 1930s, Germany called the Jews parasites and rats. 1990s in Rwanda, Tutsis branded cockroaches. 1960s America, civil rights activists dismissed as agitators and communists. Once someone is defined as evil, violence stops being seen as violence, it then becomes defense. Step 2, signal that normal rules don't apply. If conservatives are Nazis, then punching them isn't assault, it's resistance. If Charlie Kirk is a fascist, then shooting him isn't terrorism, it's liberation. This is how permission structures form, not through direct calls for violence, but by shifting the moral framework so opponents no longer qualify for the same protections. Step 3, justify, minimize, or celebrate the violence. And this is exactly what we've seen after Charlie Kirk's murder. Online voices mocking him, media pundits saying, we don't know if the shots were fired, maybe in celebration, ignoring common sense realities. And celebration is the final stage. Once violence is normalized, more people begin to see it as acceptable, even desirable. So why this matters now? This isn't just a story about Charlie Kirk, it's about the trajectory of America. The left has created the narrative scaffolding, delegitimized the right, redefine free speech as misinformation, redefine lawful opposition as extremism, and redefine murder as resistance. That scaffolding can and will be used against anyone who refuses to submit. This isn't about defending democracy, it's about defending Democrats' political power. As long as Democrats continue to not take accountability for their dangerous rhetoric, and they continue to ignore how their rhetoric has got extreme individuals doing extreme things, they will continue to participate in sustaining this permission structure for violence. And as we see right now, they are taking no accountability for it. We need to call this out relentlessly because this is very important. Democrats have created and are maintaining a permission structure for violence.
They dehumanize first, then justify anything that follows. We've seen this tactic in every totalitarian movement. Demonize, isolate, eliminate. The fact that some are celebrating Charlie Kirk's death proves how far gone the moral compass is.
I don't want to be a violent person, but in this case, I feel like that we just need to, I hate to say the word, but assassinate him.
What was your reaction this July when the assassin almost got Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania?
I was happy.
Happy that he missed or happy that it happened?
No, happy that it happened. And too bad that it wasn't in the heck.
What was your reaction in July when an assassin came an inch away from ending Trump?
Disappointment that they didn't follow through. They missed.
That shot.
Yeah.
I thought, oh my God. It could have been wonderful.
If he'd been shot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can sum it up in one word.
Drag that it happened or drag that it missed?
Drag that it missed. I won't lie. I do not support violence in any way. I think I'm going to let you finish it, Charles. Go ahead.
I'm so shy and reserved. My thought was, if he had a good scope instead of a red dot, we would not be going through this. I consider that kid to be a hero. But that was an act of a patriot.
These are not revolutionaries. These are all regular leftists you see every single day outright advocating for murder. And yet, the people on the left say, we are the party of peace and prosperity. My right butt cheek.
But it's also understandable that people can gain joy from this because of the type of person he is and the type of things he say.
I will never understand how anyone can feel joy about shooting another innocent human. Where is the joy in that? We have one life to live. And as Christians, we believe we have an eternal life. But many of you aren't. If you're not a Christian and you think this is your only life, why would you gain joy out of someone's life being shot? I can't deal with people who think he should die.
I'm not sure if I'm the only one that thinks this, but before the assassination of Charlie Kirk, I must say, I was blissfully unaware of how many cold-hearted, sadistic, callous people walk amongst us every day. Like, what the hell has America come to? She needs to be named, identified, and held accountable.
I'll tell you what, Frank, just keep lying. Frank, just keep lying. Oh my, I touched your camera. I'll tell you, Donald Trump is a fascist.
How is Donald Trump a fascist?
Frank.
How is Donald Trump a fascist?
Frank, did I ask you to come over and bother me when I'm sitting here drinking coffee in a park? Did I ask you to do that?
You're on public property, brother.
Oh, is that your theory?
Yes.
Frank, you're un-American, Frank. You're
I'm
un-American. You're anti-American.
I'm a resident of this city who cares about public safety. Why are you calling me un-American?
Because you support people who support hate. You don't understand what it means to be a fascist, what people like Adolf Hitler do, how spreading hate, which is something that, frankly, the people you admire do, gets us closer to that. This is about you.
How can you say that about
ego.
me? Why don't you have a conversation about these things with me? Why are you accusing me?
The reason I would talk to a 22-year-old who disrupts meetings.
Oh, so I'm too young now.
The reason I would talk to a 22-year-old who knows nothing he's talking about meetings is what, Frank? You are welcome to write whatever you want in your not-existent fake paper. You're welcome to do that.
We have more views than your TikTok. We get more views than you.
I mean, that's not true either.
Your one video, that's true.
That's not even remotely true.
But
Frank, I'll tell you what, Frank, just keep lying. Frank, just keep lying. Oh my, I touched your camera. I'll tell you what, why don't you let the good people of Philadelphia have meetings where you behave yourself?
Why don't you invite the good people of Philadelphia?
We let you in. You're actually not allowed to do this without my permission. This is the second time. I'm not going to do anything about it because I figure there's hope for even you. People deserve a second chance. No matter how un-American you are, anti-American you are, I figure you deserve a second chance.
And you're a public official. Somebody should hold you accountable, which I'm doing. And that's American. That's what America is about. It's about holding politicians accountable and disagreeing and arguing. So you should learn how to do it.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, out there in YouTube land, allow me to show you guys the complete liberal slur guide. Anytime you win an argument with a liberal, just know about 99.999999999999999% of the time, one of these slurs to be said when you win an argument with a freaking liberal.
Brings you guys out here today? Why is it so important to celebrate?
Well, the reason we were celebrating is because obviously it's a happy time. Gay doesn't only just mean like girl and boy or, you know, girl, whatever. It just means happy. We're out here to celebrate being queer.
What is this?
She's not able to speak with you. You have to speak with me directly. So when you want to talk to her, you can let me know and I'll speak for her.
Yeah, you can let me know what this situation is right here.
She's messed up and I'm her dominant, so yes.
For the people who don't really understand what that means, can you like kind of clarify?
Basically, in order to speak with her, you would need to get permission from me. And in other words, I treat her like a very, very, very pretty princess. And then she trusts me with her neck, her life, and everything. We just figured it out. We were in the bed.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know about the recent Supreme Court case, Medina versus Planned Parenthood? Now states can defund Planned Parenthood money toward things like abortion and, you know, transgender.
About abortion. So the reason for abortion is because Caucasians are actually going in instinct. So most of the women who get abortions happen to be Caucasian. So basically what I'm saying here is in order to stop black people, Hispanics from overpopulating America, they need to slow down abortions.
Okay.
Yeah, because most of the time, if you look at the rates and you actually view, you know, the statistics, you'll notice that Caucasians are the one with abortions. So we're kind of out effing them for the YouTube.
So are you against abortion or are you for it?
I'm both. Well, if it suits you, it suits you.
What the heck is even that? She has slaves? Guys, can people please keep their kinks in the bedroom? Gosh. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.